Right then, hoping for a slightly happier journey. We've just got absolutely butchered at Escape from Guldur. Not sure how Aragorn got out of there, but we'll see. Last time had a good start in hand. It just didn't help that I had a horrific scenario. Right then, we've got Faramir. Stand and fight. Steward of Gondor. We can really stop there because I'm keeping it. Lorien Guide. Ever Vigilant. And another stand and fight. The only thing we're lacking are the allies to stand and fight with. But yeah, keeping that. It's a lot of spirit. But can never really justify putting Steward of Gondor onto Eowyn, given how many leadership cards there are in the deck. Right then, so the quest we're doing is the Hunt for Gollum. The hunt begins. Gandalf has requested your assistance in the search for the elusive creature known as Gollum. Your search begins in the Anduin Valley, between Mirkwood Forest and the Misty Mountains. Set up, reveal one card per player from the encounter deck, and add it to the staging area. And after I've done that, you make your way along the banks of the Anduin River, a likely place for Gollum to find food. Forced, after the player's quest successfully, the first player looks at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, reveal and add one of those cards to the staging area, and discard the other 2 cards. So it's both a punishment and a reward. So, 1 card per player. Signs for Gollum. Now, having checked this in Guldur, you don't activate the guarded keyword during setup. So this is like the perfect thing. So let's have a look at Signs of Gollum though. So it is a clue, it's guarded, and response after the player's quest success, the players may claim Signs of Gollum if it has no attached encounters. When claimed, attach Signs of Gollum to any hero committed to the quest. Counts as a condition attachment with Forged. After attached hero is damaged or leaves play, return this card to the top of the encounter deck. So frustrating. Right then. So, first turn. Turn 1. Turn 9 threat. Draw a card. Valiant Sacrifice. Along with all these stand and fights, that's going to be pretty helpful. That's a resource for everyone. Let's spend 2 resources to play Steward of Gondor, because duh. Then we come a bit unstuck because we can't afford to play anything else. I have to wait till next turn for Faramir. And it'll be a long time until the Lorien Guide gets to come out. Yeah. Unless, of course, we find Celebrian Stone. But otherwise, yeah. Right then, so questing. Well, everyone's going. The whole tea party. Theodred's going to give his resource to Eowyn, and Aragorn's going to spend one of his own to ready. Because he doesn't have to worry about resources very much with Steward of Gondor. So, card. Treacherous Fog. Each location in the staging area gains +1 threat until the end of the phase. Then each player with a threat 30 or higher chooses and discards 1 card from his hand. Such a wimpy treachery at the worst of times, and at the best of times it does absolutely jack. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 progress. I'm quite tempted almost to discard a card just to steam through this quest as quick as I can. What do we discard? Right, I'm going to discard Ever Vigilant for 1 more spirit for Eowyn to go to 8 to finish. Now, I believe that means that the quest phase gets interrupted. We finish that area. No, we don't go to number 3. So we go to A New Terror Abroad. The woods were full of the rumour of him. Dreadful tales even among beasts and birds. The woodsman said that there was some new terror abroad, a ghost that drank blood. The woodsman. Oh, so we're going to listen to the woodsman. Thank you, Hobbit. Rumours have led you to the caves of Mirkwood Forest, where the woodmen whisper of a new terror in the night. Forced, at the beginning of the quest phase, the first player looks at the top 2 cards in the encounter deck, reveal and add one of those cards to the staging area, and discard the other. It's 10 progress. So actually, I've dodged the previous card because it's not there anymore. So I've quested successfully, so I will take Signs of Gollum. Now, there aren't any Necromancer's Reaches in this deck, so it's safe to put it on Eowyn, because she should never get hurt. And look at that. Oh my god, what a dream start. Completely blank. So, thread up by 1. Excuse me, round marker. And then that's everyone readies. And that's resource. And 3 for Mr. Aragorn. And of course, a guard. Oh my goodness gracious, this game is favouring me. It's like it's apologising for what I had to sit through with Escape from Guldur. So, let's put Celebrian Stone onto Aragorn. Oh, what a dream. And suddenly everything becomes unlocked. Right, I'm thinking Lorien Guide. Let's get her cooking. And a one-off Faramir, so he can wait till next turn. Because really, I should only have to worry about a couple of enemies if it's Easterling Crows and another enemy turns up. So Aragorn should be able to do the business. So everyone's going questing again, because I think we might be on for an absolute shattering here. Theodred's going to give his resource to Aragorn now, since he's got the dual spear, so we don't need to worry about Eowyn's. Aragorn will spend it and ready. At the beginning of the quest phase. Now, is the beginning of the quest phase... Oh, is that before I commit characters? Because that could change who I send. Let's see. In the quest phase. Quest. The beginning. Yes, so it is before I commit characters. So before I send those characters... Come back, guys. I have to do the text here. So, top 2 cards. 1 to add and 1 to discard. Well, Hunters from Mordor. I think you're getting discarded. Which, unfortunately, is the Gladden Fields, which are a bit of a pain. But there we go. Right, so questing. Well, it's only a location. So, everyone's going. And that puts a progress on there, thanks to the Lorien Guide. Oh, no, a clue. You don't want another one. Because it's guarded by... False Lead. The first player chooses and shuffles a card with printed clue trait back into the encounter deck. If there are no clue cards in play, it gains Surge. Ha! Well, sorry, let's choose the one that we've already got here. Wow. All things considered, that went very well. So, only 3 from the Gladden Fields. In a privileged position to say only 3. So, we've got 1 from Theodred, 4 from Eowyn, 4 from Aragorn, thanks to Celebrian Stone, and 1 from the Lorien Guide for 10. 10 minus 3 is 7 progress. I've already got 1 on there, which takes me up to 8. I would, if I was on 9, I would definitely be discarding a card to go on to the next stage of the quest. But just not in that position of luxury. So discarding a card just to get 1 progress on there just isn't worth it at the moment when I'm already doing so much, so powerful questing. Right. So that's back. Right, so then that's 7 progress, standard stack 5, and there's 2. Right, we are going to go to the Gladden Fields. I hate doing this, but it's going to keep the staging area so low. Right, not the hand variant. So that means it's an extra point of threat at the end of the turn. So 32. Round 3. Everyone ready? Oh, what a dream this is. Right, and card. Ancient Matham. I wouldn't mind some card draw now that you mention it. Right, resources. 1 for Theodred, 1 for Eowyn, and 3 for Mr. Celebrian Stone, Steward of Gondor. Oh, actually, I should have... No. I was thinking if I'd discarded a card, it would have gone up to Oh, no. I've left a progress off there because I added 7, not 7 in total. Because I was just thinking, if I discarded a card, that would have put it up to 9, and then when the Lorien Guide committed, if I hadn't gone to the Gladden Fields, I would have finished, but the text from that card still would have happened. So it wasn't worth skipping ahead that far. Right, Ancient Matham on the Gladden Fields, and Faramir as well. Unfortunately, we can't say we can say he's no mere ranger, because he's also a Gondor noble. Right, and then I've only got standard fights and valiant sacrifices. So, right, questing. Before I quest, got to do this thing. So 2 cards, choose 1 to add and 1 to discard. The Old Forge is the number of allies in play. Well, it's only 2, that's not bad. But Banks the Anduin. I mean, it's hard to say no to little old Banks the Anduin. And Old Forge could get worse. So we'll add the Banks the Anduin. Right, questing. Now I'm going to send everyone except Faramir. And then if we want to pop it, Faramir can exhaust. So let's see what we get. Goblin Town Scavengers. They're both goblins and orcs. When revealed, discard the top card of each player's deck until the end of the phase. Increase Goblin Town Scavengers by the threat. Goblin Town Scavengers threat by the total printed cost of all the cards discarded this way. Here's hoping not for Gandalf. West Road Traveller. So that's 2, so their threat is 3. So that's 3, 4. That's Eowyn. So, progress from the Lorien Guide. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actual progress. So 2 goes onto the Gladden Fields. And then 3 goes on there. Right. So let's make sure we get the order of all these things right. So Gladden Fields is done, so that's a victory point. Let's tuck that over there. And Ancient Matham is done, so that's draw 3 cards. Again, an Ancient Matham within an Ancient Matham. Parting Gifts, which is now useless. And Gandalf. Right. And then we finished a new Terror Abroad. Oh, there's a progress token lost off the side of the table. Alas. Right then. Oh, we are steaming this one. Right then, on the trail, but as the western edge of Mirkwood, I don't know what's wrong with my mouth. At the western edge of Mirkwood, the trail turned away. It wandered off southward and passed out of the Wood Elves' ken and was lost. Or perhaps. Oh, we have got a Wood Elf, the Lorien Guide. Cool. So it's 8 progress. Any player who does not control a hero with at least 1 clue objective attached cannot commit characters to this quest. If there are ever no heroes with clue objectives attached in play, reset the quest deck to stage 2B. If the players defeat this stage, the players have once again found the true sign of Gollum's passing and won the game. Oh, we're on for a good score here. Right. So no need for Faramir to pop. Now, I don't need to go to the Banks of the Anduin because it's only 1 threat and it's 3 progress, so that's not really, given that I'm going to try and finish the game quickly, it's not a differential that's worth going. So, Goblin Town Scavengers are going to engage. Faramir can take the hit. I'm sure with his 2 defense will be fine. East Bank, Shadow Text. If you do not control at least 1 hero with a clue card attached, return this enemy to the staging area after its attack results. Oh, it turns into a warg. Well, I do control a clue, so we're fine. So that's 1 attack, 2 defense, bounces off, no problems. And then Aragorn swings in, 3 attack, 0 defense, 3 hit points, kabam. The one enemy that we'd seen. It was just some scavengers. Right then. So that's end of the turn. So that's round marker up by 1. Threat up by 1. And that's gain a card. Guard of the Citadel. Never bad to see one of them. 3 resources for Aragorn. 1 to Theodred, 1 for Eowyn. Now, I finally have a use for Stand and Fight. So I'll spend Stand and Fight for 2 to get hold of that West Road Traveller that was discarded and put her into play. Not going to bother switching the location. After you play the Watcher, try to switch the active location with any other location in the staging area. Does that mean that I would have to put the Banks of the Anduin into play? I'm going to go and check this, so I'm going to pause the video while I check. Cool, thank you very much, Board Game Geek. Apparently a switch cannot occur, according to the FAQ, if there is not something to switch. So there isn't an active location, so I may not switch it. Which is good, because I really didn't want to put the Banks of the Anduin in the active location. I've got no more allies in my discard pile, so the other stand and fight doesn't do anything. So let's go with Guard of the Citadel. Oh, or do I go with Gandalf? Yes, Gandalf time. What about Gandalf time? Right then. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, still leaves one on Aragorn. That's good. Right, Gandalf is going to lower my threat by 5. Thinking of the score. Down to 28. We're less than we were when we started. Hooray. Grand. So, questing. Well, this seems like a bit of a no-brainer. Everyone's going. Give it to Aragorn, straight readies. And Gandalf, and the Lorien Guide, and Westroad. But wait! Faramir's not going, because he's going to exhaust and give everyone else +1. Treacherous fog. Well, this has been the nicest journey ever. There's been a bit of fog. There was a false lead, a scavenger, and that's been about it. There's no location. Oh no, tell a lie. There is a location. He gets +1 threat, but well, I'm not threat 35 or higher. So the Banks of the Anduin is 2. So there's 2, although not. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, and then add Faramir, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 progress. I don't even know if there are even that many tokens in the game. So we have utterly smashed that. Finished. And so we finished with 28 threat after 4 rounds, and we've even got 3 victory points. So that's no wounds on any characters. So that's 25 final score after 4 rounds. Smashed it. Yes. That is probably the luckiest that ever could have gone. Next up, Conflict at the Carrack. Fighting a bunch of trolls. Not really something that my deck's going to be able to do. So the next one's not going to go as well. But this one did. So we'll take our wins when we can. Go Tea Party.